Good evening and welcome to Buchanan Field at Gonzaga College High School for this matchup between the Gonzaga Eagles and the Archbishop Carroll Lions. My name is Jackson Brewer, class of 2024, and I'm here with Alex Lamarzi, class of 2023. Alex, what do you think are the main storylines to watch?
Well, Gonzaga is currently on a three-game winning streak, beating the Heights on October 5th by a score of 2-1, and I think they're really building momentum this season, so I'm excited to see what they do against Archbishop Carroll.
Yes, they had a great result against. They had a great result on Tuesday, winning 7-1 against the School Without Walls. Do you think they can gain momentum into this game?
I definitely do. This season, they've been undefeated in games played at Buchanan Field, and I don't think that record will be broken today.
Yes, and it looks like we're introducing Gonzaga to the field. You can see Oliver Wang, the goalkeeper, there in the black next to the referees, and the rest of the team being introduced. Gonzaga is currently on a 5-game unbeaten streak where in all games they gave up a max of 1 goal per game. Do you think they can keep this defensive intensity into this game?
I definitely do. I think the goalkeeping, especially from Oliver Wang, has been really strong this season. I expect great things from him this game.
Yes, the goalkeeping certainly has been exceptional. Both goalkeepers, Tommy McKinnon and Oliver Wang, both juniors, have 2 shutouts on the year. So expect great goalkeeping tonight from Gonzaga.
Definitely.
Carroll has struggled in recent match. Do you think they can rebound against Gonzaga tonight? And if they can, how will they rebound?
They're actually, I do think it's possible. They're 2 men down this game, so I think they'll definitely have to overcome that challenge, but as long as they play smartly, they play defensively, I think they have a chance.
Yes, the 2 men down, which we think they will have, that will be a big challenge to overcome. But I think if they play defensively and try to control possession as much as they can, being 2 men down, they will have a chance in this game. Gonzaga will certainly have the advantage, especially on defense, being able to man mark everyone and still have two empty men. But Carroll, what they have to do in this game, they have to be sound defensively and stop this Gonzaga attack, which scored 7 goals on Tuesday. Carroll this season hasn't been the best defensively. They've given up a large amount of goals in the past couple games. But if they can fix their mistakes and play to the level they believe they can, I think they'll have a chance against Gonzaga tonight.
I definitely agree with the 2 men down. There's going to be a lot of intensity from Gonzaga, but if they play defensively and they play smart, I definitely think they can stand a chance.
Yes. Gonzaga's leading scorer, Simon Armstrong, who is a senior, is definitely a big player to watch in this game. Do you think he can score more tonight?
I definitely do. He scored 8 goals this season, and I think as long as he plays smart and he plays with his teammates, he can definitely add to that number.
He's definitely been impressive this year with more goals than games played. He also had 2 on Tuesday against School Without Walls, so he clearly has a lot of momentum going into this game. Another player to watch is Aiden Rafferty, who is also a senior. He is the only returner from the championship team in 2019. He is also one of the 2 captains, along with Andre Barrett. Do you think Aiden can provide the leadership Gonzaga needs to get a good result in this game?
I definitely do. As you mentioned, he's one of the only returners from the championship team, and I think coming from that experience, he can lead a good team this year.
Speaking of experience, this Gonzaga team is very experienced. Their team is completely made up of upperclassmen with majority juniors, but also a lot of seniors. Which seniors do you think can come up big tonight, especially because it's senior night?
Well, like you said, Simon Armstrong, the lead scorer, I think will definitely do great things. But I also think that Aiden Rafferty and Campbell McVie will play great this game, especially with the hype of senior night and the the spirit that they're playing with today.
Yes, and it looks like we're preparing to get started. Both teams getting into their formations. Gonzaga appears to be playing with a 4-back line, which will definitely be an advantage against Carroll because of their lower numbers. It appears we are about to get started. Opening kick will be in just a second. And we are off. Carroll with the opening kickoff, quickly intercepted by Gonzaga as they look to maintain possession. Gonzaga going quick. The ball is saved from the striker and off the Gonzaga player, out of bounds. Carroll ball. Carroll is going to want to look for a lot of possession early to try to wear out Gonzaga, even though that will be hard with their large amount of subs. And that's a clear from the Carroll goalkeeper. And Carroll has the ball, quickly intercepted by Gonzaga as they go down the line. Cross comes in, stopped from the Carroll goalkeeper. Great positioning from him. The punt from the Carroll goalkeeper. Great touch from the Gonzaga defender right to the outside mid, and Gonzaga's going to want to look to swing it around the back. Alex, if Gonzaga can maintain possession during this game, what kind of advantage do you think that will provide them again in this game?
Well, with Carroll being underhanded this game, I think if they can keep possession and they can pass around, they can wear out Carroll's defense and get some great opportunities.
Definitely agree, and that was a close shot on the header on the great cross by the winger. The game has clearly been played in Carroll's half during the start of the game. Gonzaga is a very offensive team. They, of course, scored 7 goals again on Tuesday against School Without Walls, and I'm sure they're hoping for a fast start offensively in this game, especially with the lower numbers Carroll has. Carroll goal kick coming in. Oh, and it's intercepted immediately by the Gonzaga midfielder, and Gonzaga looks to start up a quick attack. Carroll clears the ball, and Gonzaga looks to maintain possession in the back four. Gonzaga's been going to this quick build-up so far this game, which is interesting. And if they can catch Carroll off guard, that will be very, very good for them. To the center mid. The ball is knocked away, but quickly to the outside. The cross is cleared for the moment, but Gonzaga wins it back. Cross comes in, and Gonzaga with the quick goal. That is a very important goal as they get the quick momentum against Carroll. Alex, this momentum that Gonzaga now has because of this goal, how do you think Carroll will respond? Do you think they'll be able to come back?
I think it's possible, especially if they play more defensively and they work more as a team on offense, not passing more and just being more defensive.
They try to start a quick attack here, but it's ended quickly by the center back. And the goalkeeper clears it. Gonzaga is pressuring Carroll in the back line, and it's stolen quickly. It's shot. And it is knocked out of bounds for a corner for Gonzaga. If Gonzaga can loop in this corner well, this could be a very important moment in the game for them.
I definitely agree. Having 2-0 this early on could bring some great momentum to the Gonzaga side.
And the cross comes in. It's in goal line clearance from the Carroll defender. What a play. It's put back in and it's over. Goal saving play from the Carroll defender. Great play from him. It's a very disciplined play from the Carroll defender as he was marked for the back post and cleared it, doing his job. Great play by him. If Carroll can make those individual plays and kind of not wear out Gonzaga, but like get the momentum back after that early goal, that could be huge for Carroll. Do you agree, Alex?
I definitely agree. I think, especially since Gonzaga has more subs than Carroll, they're going to have to get momentum through individual plays.
Gonzaga has a quick attack again. Carroll getting on him. Great play. The flag comes up, and it appears he was offsides. Gonzaga has clearly had the more attacks early in the game, but besides the goal, Carroll has done a pretty good job defending, especially clearing the crosses that Gonzaga clearly wants to put in early in this game. Carroll knocking it around, but it's quickly to the Gonzaga back line as they hope to maintain possession. Huge cross for Gonzaga, but it's just a bit too far, and it will be a Carroll throw on the left side. Carroll throws it in. Quick pressure from the Gonzaga striker, but the Carroll defender does a good job and clears it. That's a great individual effort from the Carroll defender. And Gonzaga plays it back to their back line. Quickly up to the midfielder who plays it to the other center back, and they try to move it down the left side. Gonzaga tried a back heel there, but it didn't quite work, but it is their throw in Carroll's attacking third. Carroll intercepts the ball, but it's quickly won back by Gonzaga. And they play it back to the keeper, Oliver Wing, who plays it back to the center back. Gonzaga with a quick ball forward, and they have numbers here if they can execute. Oh, and it's a great save from the Carroll goalkeeper. Went off his hands, off the post, and he quickly smothered it up. Great play. Carroll has had a lot of individual efforts to prevent goals. 2 goal-saving plays, one from the keeper and one from one of the defenders. If Carroll can keep making these plays, they can stay in this game early.
Yeah, I think with the early momentum Gonzaga has gained, a strong defense is going to be the only chance Carroll has at winning, and I think these individual plays are very helpful.
Gonzaga in the box. And it's a block by the Carroll defender, but Gonzaga maintains possession. Gonzaga switches the ball to the left back. And it's a cross in. And it's ahead, but it's over the bar. Carroll, whether intentionally or unintentionally, has been using the bend, don't break strategy early in this game. And if they can continue to use that strategy and give up few goals, they can stay in this game for a while. Oh, but it's a steal from the Gonzaga striker, and it's a great play from the Carroll center back to win the ball back. Little miscommunication by Carroll, but it was a foul on Gonzaga. Carroll free kick. Gonzaga looks to move the ball around. Back to the center back, who is going to play it back to the keeper. And they find the open man in the middle, who's going to turn upfield and look for the outside mid, who has a bit of open space. It's going to be a ball into the striker. Ball to the outside mid. He's got a space. Will he take a shot? No, he crosses, but it's a bit too high. But Gonzaga maintains possession. Cross comes in for Gonzaga. That's a dangerous cross, but it's headed away by the center back. Great play by him. Opportunity for Gonzaga. Oh, it's another save by the keeper. Off his hands, off the crossbar. That's the second play he's made early in this game. And Carroll looks to have numbers here, but Gonzaga ends the attack very quickly. Their defense has been stout so far this game. Oh, and it's a great shot, but it's a bit over the bar. Gonzaga has used quick attacks early in this game. They've clearly wanted to get on Carroll early and try to score quick goals, but Carroll's doing a good job defending so far. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah, I think Carroll has had a great defense so far this game, and especially the goalkeeper has made several exceptional saves so far in the game.
Yes, and Carroll has tried to start multiple attacks, but the Gonzaga defense has ended them quickly and has done a good job at moving the ball to the midfield. Carroll looks to move the ball around, but that pass is intercepted by Gonzaga, and they have a quick ball down the line, but he is offsides. Carroll will have a free kick. That is the second offsides early in the game for Gonzaga. Oh, Gonzaga steals the ball, and they have numbers here. Man open in the middle. Will we score? Oh, and it's just wide for Gonzaga. Gonzaga has dominated possession and set up a lot of attacks, but yet Carroll has only given up one goal and has done a pretty good job defending so far. Gonzaga has gotten a lot of shots, but they've either been saved by the keeper or just wide. Carroll looking to start an attack. It's to the midfielder, who tries to play it to the striker, but it's intercepted. And the ball quickly to the Gonzaga striker, just wide again. Gonzaga has had so many attacks so early in this game.
I think if Carroll wants a shot at neutralizing, they're going to have to keep possession for longer, and they're going to have to make more plays on the Gonzaga side.
Gonzaga gives it up again, and it's gotten through. Will he score this time? He will. Gonzaga with the second goal of the night. After so many near misses, it must feel nice to get that goal for Gonzaga.
Definitely, they've had a lot of great chances, so for one to finally make it in the net is great.
Yes.
Gonzaga.
That is Simon Armstrong, the goal scorer, the leading scorer for the team this season, gets another one. Amazing.
This making it his 9th goal this season.
Carroll restarts play. Gonzaga with a quick attack, but it's a great pass by Carroll, and they could have an attack here. Gonzaga doing a good job to get numbers behind the ball, and they win it quickly. Gonzaga with a quick attack. Simon Armstrong with the ball, but he is offsides. The offsides have been a problem so far for Gonzaga as they've ended attacks with their outside mids and their strikers being offsides. But if they can clean up that mistake, they played pretty well so far.
Yeah, I definitely agree. If they pay more attention to that, and I think they can have a really great game.
The ball stolen on the wing by Gonzaga, but quickly won back by Carroll as they move into Gonzaga's side of the field, but it is quickly stolen back by Gonzaga. Gonzaga looking to move up quickly. No one pressuring the back as he finds the attacking player, and Gonzaga has an attack. Oh, great move on the wing. Shot, good save by the keeper, but he doesn't smother it up. But the attacker was offsides. Even if he was, great save by the keeper after the offsides goal. This goalkeeper has been pretty good to start the game. Saved a couple goals for Carroll.
Yeah, it's pretty early, but I think the goalkeeper is definitely doing a lot to help Carroll's defense.
Another goal kick for Carroll. Much of the game has been played on their side of the field, as Gonzaga has done an exceptional job at neutralizing their attacks quickly and then building up quickly off of that. Gonzaga has possession of the ball, and they pass it back and look to swing it around the back line. Back to goalkeeper Oliver Wang. Even when Carroll has Gonzaga on their side of the field with possession, Oliver Wang usually comes in big by asking for the ball and then playing it quickly to his defenders in an efficient way. And that's one of the big reasons Gonzaga has been able to hold possession early in this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think that's in contrast to Carroll's goalie, who's been playing it back a little bit.
There is 24 minutes left in the first half as Gonzaga gets a quick attack, but the Carroll defender ends that quickly. Play is stopped, and it is a free kick for Carroll as they start play quickly again. That's a good pass, and they have possession in the midfield, but it is ended quickly as Gonzaga has the ball in the attack. They loop it across. That's a great cross to the back post. Ball in a dangerous area. And it is finished. That's Simon Armstrong with his second goal of the game. Wow. Coming up huge early. That was an exceptional cross on the right wing. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah, I definitely would. It was a great cross and then a great finish by Simon Armstrong, who has proved himself once again to be an exceptional player.
Yes. And Carroll is going to try to start another attack as they play it backwards. Carroll moving it quickly to the midfield. Carroll has done a good job finding. Oh, it's a great attack. Yeah, Carroll has done a great job finding the midfield. It's just all about the midfield connecting with the strikers, and they could have some attacks in this game.
Definitely. With Gonzaga's advantage in numbers, they just need to make more passes and more connections to the strikers.
That's a great ball, and Gonzaga has tons of numbers. 3 men versus the goalkeeper. And it's a goal for Gonzaga, their 4th of the game, as Gonzaga takes control early against Archbishop Carroll. Yeah, in the last 10 minutes, Gonzaga's attacks have looked a lot better. Their finishing has been better. I feel like they've gotten more numbers behind the ball. And a lot of the time, say it's a 2v1 against the keeper, the threat of them passing to the other player has been like worrying to the keeper, and he has to like worry about both players instead of just stopping the shot.
I definitely agree. Their advantage in numbers, especially on the offense, has been a great advantage with lots of great passes and connections on the Carroll side.
Gonzaga wins the ball back quickly off the kickoff, and they play it back to the keeper. Carroll has moved up their front line. They are trying to apply more pressure to Gonzaga in the back. But it clearly didn't work that time as Gonzaga moves quickly and look to attack, but the cross is intercepted by the Carroll, but won back by the Gonzaga attacker, and they have another attack here. Good block by the Carroll defender, and Carroll is looking to move out, but the Gonzaga defender ends that quickly. Again, the numbers showing themselves here. Gonzaga is able to swing the ball quickly and play it to their player on the left side who is unmarked. Great play by the Carroll defender to stop the attack. Good shot by the Gonzaga player, but it is over the bar, and Carroll is going to try to Gonzaga has taken two of their players off and is playing 9v9 versus Archbishop Carroll. Despite this, they are starting another attack where they look to cross it in. The cross comes in, but it's over the bar. Gonzaga has had the attacks earlier, and they could have a couple more goals in this game, but they've had a lot of near-miss opportunities in this game so far. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah, I think the defensive pressure from Archbishop Carroll has been pretty strong this game, and it's caused some near misses from Gonzaga on multiple occasions.
19 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half as Carroll looks to get things started again with the goal kick. The ball goes out for a throw for Gonzaga. And that's a good save by the Carroll goalkeeper, stopping the Gonzaga attack for now. And Carroll looks to start another attack. 1v1 on the outside. The Carroll attacker is going to play it back to the center mid, who maintains possession and plays a nice 1-2 with the attacker. But that attack is stopped by the Gonzaga defender. The Gonzaga defender beats an attacker, and they play it to the outside. We have a 2v1 here. And another offsides for Gonzaga, a big problem at the start of this game.
I think that Archbishop Carroll attack was one of their strongest all game, and I think if they can make more chances like that by passing and taking advantage of the space, I think they could get a few good goals this game.
I agree. I think the equal numbers has come up big so far, because has come up big since Gonzaga has taken off their two men.
Yeah, early in the game they were very much outnumbered defensively, and it was hard to get things started. But now I think they're going to have more chances going forward.
The attack is stopped because of a foul from Gonzaga, and Archbishop Carroll looks to start an attack. One back by Gonzaga, but that ball is just a bit too hard, and it goes out for a Carroll throw on the right side. Carroll throws it negatively. And now Carroll's going to take the throw. They throw it negatively. One quickly by the Gonzaga striker. Great bit of skill by the Carroll defender to stop that attack. And it is kicked out by the Gonzaga attacker, and Carroll will have the throw deep in their own side. That's a good throw by Carroll, but they lose possession. But they win it back quickly with great pressure in the midfield. And they look to start an attack as they move into Gonzaga territory. Good pressure by the Gonzaga defender, and it is out for another Carroll throw. It feels like Carroll has had 1,000 throw-ins so far this half, with a mix of good defensive pressure for Gonzaga.
I definitely agree, and I think this could be an opportunity for good offensive pressure from Carroll.
Great bit of skill from the Carroll player, but it is stopped quickly by the Gonzaga defense. who strides forward, looking to start an attack. Again, the Carroll defense comes up big, stopping another Gonzaga attack. Despite the scoreline, the Carroll defense hasn't done that bad to start this game. They've stopped a lot of attacks from Gonzaga, and since going down to equal numbers, they've pretty much stifled Gonzaga's attack.
Yeah, I think the Carroll defense was struggling a little bit at the beginning of this game, but they've definitely come into their own and are really stopping some good Gonzaga chances.
Gonzaga wins possession back again. Great bit of skill from the right back, and he swings it on over to the left side. Ball goes into the midfield. Great ball in. A great save by the Carroll keeper. Feels like he's had 10 saves already this game. He's come up big on a lot of occasions.
Yeah, definitely. He stopped some great Gonzaga shots and Gonzaga opportunities, and I think he's definitely one of the strongest parts of Carroll's team in this match.
Carroll has a bit of open space in the back, but they play it back, and it's won quickly by Gonzaga. Another save from the Carroll goalkeeper. Great defense, great work from the Gonzaga striker. Carroll's defense has done a great job at stopping a lot of Gonzaga attacks, but I feel like they've struggled a bit recently with getting the ball out of their own halves.
Yeah, definitely. I think if they want to put more pressure on the Gonzaga side, they have to capitalize on the open space, capitalize on the equal numbers, and just make more smart passes.
Gonzaga has the attack here. Good play by the Carroll defender to get around, and Carroll has numbers going forward. Great defensive work getting back in the play by Gonzaga. That was Charlie Meyer getting back in the play for Gonzaga. Great individual effort by him. Gonzaga has the ball deep in Carroll's half. Gonzaga clearly had the momentum early, but since going to equal numbers, it's kind of stabled out. Would you agree, Alex?
Yeah, Gonzaga hasn't scored in quite a while, and I think that's definitely because of Carroll's stronger defensive side since equalizing the numbers.
Carroll wins the ball back. Striding forward is their striker. He's got a man behind him. Carroll has some numbers here. They could get forward. Great move there. What an individual effort from this Carroll player as he strides forward, but the ball is given up on the pass. Gonzaga looks to maintain possession as they pass it back to their keeper. The defender has some open space as he strides forward. Tons of open space, and that's a great pass. Good job from the Gonzaga attacker staying on sides, but it's a bit too hard, and it goes out for a Carroll goal kick. There are 11 minutes left in the first half. Let's see if Gonzaga can put another goal in and get a little bit of momentum going into the second half. Or if Carroll can come up big and score one themselves.
I definitely think a Carroll goal would go a long way toward the end of this first half in building momentum and confidence in the Carroll offense.
We have an injured Carroll player. I think Carroll has had some great individual plays early in this game, but I think if they want to get back into this game, I think they need to combine those individual efforts and work as a team. Would you agree?
Definitely, there have been some great bits of skill, great bits of defense from individual Carroll players. But I think the key to success in this match is working as a team and combining those individual efforts into cohesive chances and cohesive plays.
Gonzaga with the quick ball in. The left mid has all the space in the world. He shoots. That's a great shot on the left to get Gonzaga their 5th goal of the game. That goal was perfectly placed. Keeper could do nothing about it.
An excellent shot from Gonzaga that goes a long way in this first half.
And that is number 22, Peter Kalitka Jr. Great goal from him. Carroll will give the ball up in the midfield, and Gonzaga with the quick attack. Goalkeeper's coming out, and he gets beat, and that's another Gonzaga goal, 6th of the game.
That was
Great finish.
Just a great bit of offense from that Gonzaga player.
And that is number 18, Nick Ortiz, Jr. Junior midfielder is coming up big at the end of this first half. Gonzaga has clearly used the momentum from their big win on Tuesday against School Without Walls. And they've done great so far this game, defending and attacking. Gonzaga wins the ball back on the right side. Great job keeping it in bounds. And they look to swing it. But there's a midfielder open. And that's been a common theme. The midfielders from Gonzaga having tons of time to look and play. More open space. And it's another goal for Gonzaga. All the momentum has come to them. Great finish.
I definitely agree with what you said about midfield having time and space, and I think they capitalized on that big time this time.
And that's number 22, Peter Kalitka again. 2nd goal of the game. Great first half from him. Carroll looks to start play again. Gonzaga with the less players as they're playing down to the number of men Carroll have are still playing 2 strikers to maybe look to still put pressure on Carroll's back line, and it's clearly working.
Yeah, I think that's been one of their strengths this game is putting pressure on the Carroll defense, and I think they've capitalized on that a lot this game.
Gonzaga's back line has progressively moved up higher and higher, maybe to look to help the offense. Again, on the left side for Gonzaga, they have done great on that side at this point in the game. But the ball is played out for a Carroll throw on the left side. The throw goes to the defender. And the ball is played to the other side. The Gonzaga attacker putting tons of pressure on, winning the ball back. Great play by him. And Gonzaga, as they've gotten the lead, looks like they're trying to possess it a little more instead of going straight forward every time, as you saw there. But that's a shot from the... What a goal! That's the defender. Oh, my goodness. 30 yards out. Great shot from him. Wow.
That was a fantastic goal. I don't think that there was much the defense could have done there. It was just a great play for Gonzaga.
Great recognition from him. Saw the time and space and capitalized on him with a great shot.
He saw the chance and he took it, and it paid off for Gonzaga.
Of course. That is number 3, Lucas Barsanti, senior. Great goal from him on senior night. I'm sorry, that is Brendan Pauline, also a senior who plays defense.
It's got to feel good to score a goal on senior night at Buchanan Field.
Especially when you're a defender and you don't always have the opportunity to score goals like that.
Definitely.
Great switch here from Gonzaga. And the ball at the top of the box, and it's another goal for Gonzaga, making it their 9th of the game. That is number 11, Devin Zucchini, another senior who plays defense and midfield. Great end to the first half for Gonzaga here. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah, I would. They've scored 2 more goals than they did against School Without Walls. They've got a great offensive pressure, and they're really capitalizing on a lot of great chances.
Yeah, Gonzaga was stuck at 4 goals for a while, and I'm sure a lot of people were thinking, well, would Gonzaga be able to keep putting on the pressure? And they clearly have.
Yeah, I think the Carroll defense definitely held strong for a while there in the middle, but after that 5th goal, they built up some momentum, and the goals kept coming.
Gonzaga switches the ball to the left side. Gonzaga has used that left side a lot and has clearly been an advantage for them against Carroll. Gonzaga looking to start an attack here. The Carroll line being very far back, so they have a lot of time to play. Seem to be trying to keep possession. But that's an aggressive ball in. Great job staying on sides, but the touch goes out of bounds for a Carroll goal kick. There are 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Going into the second half, what do you think Gonzaga's goals will be?
I think it's to keep up the pressure that they accumulated in the first half, but also to not let Carroll's offense cut through them, and to definitely play a strong midfield and defense.
I'm sure the coaches will be stressing to keep focus and try to maintain a lot of possession.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what substitutions they make in an attempt to keep that offensive pressure going. I think Carroll is definitely, they need to take more advantage of the space and take more advantage of the numbers, and they just need to make more opportunities.
And you look, there's so much space for the defenders of Gonzaga, and I'm sure it's going to be hard because these Carroll players are tired because they have no subs, but the coach will probably be stressing for them to close the space and try to put a little bit more pressure on the Gonzaga defenders.
Yeah, exactly. Because they have no substitutions, I can almost see the Gonzaga offense wearing them down so far.
And that is the end of the first half with the score 9, Gonzaga, Carroll 0. Great first half for Gonzaga, wouldn't you say, Alex?
Yeah, they built up a lot of momentum, and they, as you can see, scored 9 goals, so not too bad for a first half.
And upcoming for Gonzaga, we have two big bicentennial events. On Saturday, October 16th, the Gonzaga Dramatic Association is excited to stage a bicentennial show. That will be a great show, and you can buy your tickets on the Gonzaga website. And then the very next day, on Sunday, October 17th, we have the bicentennial mass and block party. It's going to be a great event. Lots of fun activities after mass. You can go to the Gonzaga website to buy your tickets, but children under 12 get in free. Go to the Gonzaga website to buy your tickets today. And we'll be back after halftime. been called. The game is over. Carroll obviously was a couple men down, and Gonzaga on senior night gets a big win. Alex, do you think Gonzaga can carry this momentum over to a big match against Nichols from Buffalo tomorrow?
I definitely do. I think they played a very strong offense this game, and as they take that experience, they learn some things, they sort of rework it a little bit, and I think they can definitely pull off a big win tomorrow.
Yes, that is going to be a huge game and really a test for Gonzaga. How well do you think this team can do in the playoffs, playing a lot of other good teams such as St. John's?
Yeah, I have high hopes for the playoffs. I think they've been really dominant all season, and I expect that to carry over to the playoffs. I think we won in 2019, and I think we might have a chance to do that again if they play strong and they play smart with their possession.
Big nights for several players on Gonzaga, including Simon Armstrong. This will most likely give them some confidence going into tomorrow. And this individual confidence, do you think this team can kind of combine and play a good game tomorrow?
I definitely do. From what I saw today, they had great teamwork and great chemistry on the field. A lot of individual efforts for sure, but they played together very nicely. And their top scorer, Simon Armstrong, getting 2 goals against Carroll is definitely going to be a big confidence booster going into tomorrow.
Yep. Well, that's all for us from Buchanan Field, where the final score is 9-0 in favor of the Gonzaga College High School. I'm Jackson Brewer, and for Alex Lamarzi, thank you for joining us. Please keep an eye on Gonzaga Sports social media accounts for more information about upcoming football and soccer games, as well as cross-country meets. Thanks, and have a great night.